So if you go back to the messages that have been coming through from spirit, either from me or from your higher self or from other readers, you are going to realize that spirit is currently preparing you for some very, very big changes in your life. These are not just changes like the usual changes that you have been going through. Of course, they are going to come through experiences that you have maybe encountered before, but the way these changes are going to affect you is going to be different. So that is why I feel like spirit has been preparing you for something very big, something very major. I also saw the angel number 555, which is a number of very, very big major changes in your life. These changes might not only affect you positively, but somehow they might affect you negatively. But the way you are going to respond to whatever is coming is the way you are going to be able to settle in the new reality that you are currently walking towards too. Like if you go through these changes and they affect you negatively in some way, and you sit around and beat yourself around this and all that stuff, then it's going to affect you so much like that. It's going to affect you negatively and your reality is going to be chaotic. Okay, but why I'm here today is that I've been hearing that it is time for you to sit with those parts of yourself that you are not in harmony with, those parts of yourself that you always run away from, those unhealed parts of yourself. I want you to remember that you are not your wounds. Your wounds, whatever wounds they are, childhood wounds, adulthood wounds, whatever wounds are, they have been there to shape you. They have been there to help you become the person that you are, not the person that you're meant to be, because you're already who you are. There is nothing that I was meant to be this. You've always been you. You've always been whole. You've always been full. You've always been fulfilled. So it is time for you to sit with those traumas, like for real, for real. You know, those parts of yourself that maybe other people don't know about, those things that trigger you, even if it's something small. It is time for you to sit with every single detail. Every time you feel triggered, before you react, I want you to always remember, oh my goodness, why is this triggering me? Why am I triggered by this particular thing, by this particular... That is what you need to do right now. When I sat here to meditate, Spirit showed me only that it is time for you to sit down with all those parts of yours that are unhealed, that you're not in harmony with. Because what you're not in harmony with, you are fighting with. And we all know that we are all one and connected. So if you are fighting with something, that means you are fighting with yourself. So you need to find that inner peace. This is not about someone else today. This is not about, oh, they're thinking this and this. This is about you. Because like I said, if you go back to all the messages that have been coming through, especially through me, they've been preparing you for something very big, something major. Your life is going to change in a way that you yourself, you don't understand. You are going to embody responsibility. You are going to embody leadership. You're already these things, but you are entering that phase of embodying these phases, these realities, these new realities. Your old version, your older version is shedding off. Like it or not, that is why you are encountering messages about changes, about self-realization, about shadow work. It is time for you to sit with your shadow and have a conversation with it. It is time for you to let out, to release everything that is holding you back in whatever way. I don't care what way, in whatever way. If it is something to do with connections, if you fear marriage, I was hearing marriage that entire time. If you fear to get into marriage or connections or to fall in love, sit with it. Don't just be in fear because maybe you say, I have my reasons, or I've been there before. it is time for you to be so real and authentic with yourself. Take it that you are interviewing yourself. Take it that you are seated with your shadow and it is interviewing you and you are interviewing it back, until you reach a point where you know this is not fear. This is nothing like fear. This is me being okay with this particular decision in my life. Because the changes that you're going to go through, there is going to be so many triggers, especially in areas where you have not yet healed yourself. So I should say I'm here to still prepare you for that phase, because it has already arrived, because you are ready to, I'm getting the word big sum of money. Some of you are ready to receive this big sum of money, this amounts that are very ridiculous, you know. So Spirit is gonna put you in positions where you're gonna be like tested. Are you really ready to be that person that is gonna handle this ridiculous amount of money? How are you gonna handle yourself? How are you gonna handle everything else? Everything that is coming to you, there is gonna be a trigger in some way or another. So time for you to know, or to see, or to look into those areas where you have been ignoring the red flags about yourself, because we all have those red flags. So acknowledge those red flags and sit with them and don't run away. There is no harm. It is not a sin to come into realization of what is holding you back, and you're not sinning by you by you being whatever right now you are doing. Whatever, you are not sinning, you are just being human. So it is time for you to let go of this guilt, whatever it is that, because I'm feeling so many things right now. So let go and let in love, let in acceptance, let in realization. Like Carl Jung used to call it individualization. You know, make this about you. I know you've gone through things. I know you've been through all those betrayals, whatever, but this is about you right now, because whatever changes are, they are going to lead you to a very, very pivotal point in your life, where this isn't just about success, but the fact that you are finding inner peace, the fact that you are finding calm amidst all the chaos. That is the only success that you need right now, because that is how you're going to be able to attract all these things that you need in your reality. Hopefully I'm making sense. Hopefully I made sense. All I know is that Spirit told me to tell you today, the Most High Mother and Father says, sit down with all your wounds, all your traumas, all those parts that they are hidden. Something is hidden that you are not addressing. I was telling myself today, I'm not perfect. Am I an angel? Yes, I am an angel, but I am not perfect. So are you. So try to work on those imperfections. Don't run away with them. Don't feel guilty about those things that you do in the dark when no one is seeing. Just accept them and love yourself for who you are, okay? Alright, hopefully this made sense in some way. I always want to make it so easy so that everyone can understand and resonate with these things. So leave a comment and tell me how you feel about this message, because I know it is someone's message. You can share. And thank you so much for always coming back to my channel, for loving me. It's already late out here. It's already 7 in the night, and I'm still out here in the jungle, seated with Mother and Father, listening to all these sounds. I don't know what they are, but there are so many sounds. So I'm sending you love, kisses.